I've always said that I attract the best and repel the worst. I also attract the invidious attention of the worst. And as a consequence, the vile lowlifes in the white sympathetic sphere, each operating several accounts, and some of them content creators, conduct a relentless campaign of lies and misinformation to prevent white people from accessing the life-improving benefits of our practice, going free from the anti-white narrative. While they are prohibited on most white sympathetic channels from stating such obvious falsifications, misrepresentations, and defamation about me and our heroic community, they make their libelous comments and defamatory rumor-making as often and as many places as they can. They often begin by making claims to build their credibility, such as claiming to be a former follower, before tarnishing that which they could have never built. You'll see them in action in squalid backwaters and villainy-playing clubhouses, attempting in every possible way to dissuade people from going free of the anti-white narrative. You can expect them to make all manner of fallacious claims, such as lying claims about things that I have said, written, believe, support, etc. They concern troll, ad hominem, straw man, hasty generalize, red herring, bandwagon fallacy, poisoning the well, etc. And they work in concert, repeating the same concepts in the vain hope that they will destroy my sterling reputation. Many of these foul-mouthed, coarse, low IQ, and abusive people play one or more of the villain roles in the anti-white narrative, such as ant-nats, antique nationalists, and the like. The remainder are cryptos, which are anti-whites who have built online reputations as villains in the anti-white narrative in order to subvert works that improve the lives of Westmen, that is, white people. Low-life content creators prey upon the isolated, people who have no or few friends, people who feel anxiety and discontent but can't put their finger on the source of that anxiety and discontent. In order to aggrandize themselves and vilify what they believe is their competition, such as the practice of going free, which admonishes us all to be white positive in our advocacy rather than white negative, the vile, low-life content creators give their audiences artificial frameworks to soften their anxiety and discontent. Just like the anti-white regime's media lies to the masses, the low-life content creators rely on the laziness of their audience when they slander what they believe is their competition. They know that few will actually check for themselves whether or not, for example, I, no white guilt, said this or that, or did this or that. What can we conclude about the character of low-life content creators in the white sympathetic sphere? What are their objectives? Do they even care about Western kind? Sure, nearly all of them are low IQ'd and keep their homes unkempt and filthy. And sure, many are substance abusers and cringe in fear before their wives and mothers, or dominate the men in their lives. And many of them display deep envy of that and those who they see as superior to themselves. But what can we say about the character of someone who could expose white children to harm by helping to destroy that which demonstrably protects white children? Genuine, good white sympathetic people of every stripe would never undermine the good work that we are doing for white people, even if they disagreed with us on various points. But these villain role LARPers, low-life content creators, and cryptos so despise our prohibitions on hating other groups of mankind and playing the villain in the anti-white narrative, and they so hate our willingness to invite everyone of all immutable characteristics to help us to put an end to anti-whiteism. And they so hate me personally, many of them because they see me as closer than themselves to their ideal man of the West, that they have decided to sour people on me, sour people on going free, and therefore undermine all the good that we do for white people as individuals and as a collective. I know that if we are going to recapture our destiny, we have to value the individual. And we need these men and women coming together to build strong white positive families that are going free of the anti-white narrative. And we need these people to bring the power of white positivity to their circles of influence. Some of these white negative, low-life content producers so despise that I offer constructive criticism and express my concerns about positions and actions that are dangerous for participants, that they seek to destroy me and all the good that I do for our people. Why? If my criticism and concerns are illogical and unfounded, no one will listen. If I'm wrong, they can simply make counter-arguments. At least, that's what white men do. But no, they don't ignore me or make counter-arguments because they know I am right. These low-life content producers know that if I say, for example, that something is unnecessarily dangerous for the participants, that the cost-benefit analysis shows that it isn't worth it. They know that I'm right, and they simply don't care about the lives of the participants. They don't care about you. They'd rather get a vicarious thrill out of thumbing their nose at the anti-white regime than care about what happens to you and your loved ones. So they hate on me for standing up for the man in the street. They hate on me for standing up for the guy or girl who is too young to know any better. Jason, you're ruining the laugh we all could have had. And then the inevitable. Hey, it's not fair that one of our guys was arrested and given 25 years in jail. It's not fair. Let's crowdfund a few $1,000s to waste on attorneys. Who always end up losing. And then, when the participants, in solitary confinement and out of sight, out of mind, these vile low-life content producers are right back to encouraging the next crop of inexperienced, brave young men and women to engage in the very same destructive behavior. Going free of the anti-white narrative is a simple practice that improves the individual lives of Westmen. We use less jargon than one has to learn for one's profession or trade, and the testimonials of personal success are in the thousands. Every Sunday at 5 p.m. Eastern Time on my various platforms, I conduct a gathering wherein I teach the practice, answer questions, and I read live chat testimonials as well as testimonials from over the course of the previous week. Successes range from getting promotions at work, improving one's grades, keeping folks out of jail, improving physical, mental, and spiritual health, getting folks into shape, getting people onto the path of home ownership, improving personal relationships, singles getting married in service to white well-being, couples having babies, inoculating white children against the child abuse of anti-whiteism, getting people off illegal and legal drugs, including alcohol, providing people a worldview in which they are the heroes, spreading an empowering lexicon to numerous spheres, and we have even saved 9 from suicide. Going free is not a group or organization. It's a practice, just like working out and eating right. Folks come and go as they please. I warmly invite you to join us for a gathering or two on Sundays. See the positive energy and success for yourself. If going free is not for you, I wish you the best in your life and endeavors. Find out more at NoWhiteGuilt.org.